Good evening, everyone. This is Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, and I'm going to show you a little bit about it. Maybe the intro, whatever.
From the beginning, we were wrong, and only now, well into the second decade of the conflict, have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the Fae, in a world awakened to new magic.
Figured I'd play a few minutes.
Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide. What force might awaken. A force powerful enough to twist even the eternal and immutable Fae folk. But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary. He had power like none we had ever seen, terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathen. In the name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amalur. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious. But the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of Men and Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
Turn it up a little bit. Okay, so for any of you who are wondering,
what do you think this one is then? Alpha? Garan? Could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Garan?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other.
okay, so here's your character selection. This is basically what type of racial bonuses you'll get. And from what I can tell, they aren't extremely important. You just, it'll help you with your starting decisions. As far as I know, factions don't really war with one another. So I'm gonna go with the ones that are best built for fighter, or not fighter, rogue. And I guess I should go with critical, because I'm gonna go rogue build. Not many choices as far as how your looks are. Yeah. So yeah, customization, not really high on their list. Then again, this game isn't really about character customization.
Varani. Must have been a mercenary, come to fight in the war. I could have told him how he'd end up. Not in bad shape though, all things considered. Alright then, make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name him, I think we're done. Put him with the others.
I'm just gonna name him myself. Doesn't matter. Again.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
So yeah, in case you couldn't hear it, or you just weren't paying attention to the intro, you died. That's how you start this game. Now during the trial, you know, they didn't really explain much. You got that intro. But I'm pretty sure as the game goes on, that's one of the major plots, is to figure out why you came back to life. And obviously to avenge your own death. And to continue on with your mission. When I played the trial, it was fairly open-ended. After I had done a few basic quests that they give you, then I proceeded to kill every guard in the starting area, and then eventually everyone in the starting area. And they show you with that little ring, that little yellow ring on the mini-map, is where your objective is. But you can get a few, you know, some gold before you even get there. So some little optional stuff that doesn't really matter. There you go. You go to your inventory, weapons, primary. There you go. I got a rusty longsword now. Items, yeah. Give you little tutorials for pretty much everything. And they make it open-ended enough to where
they're all over. Run!
You decide whether you're good or evil. You can decide what your skills are.
Scatter, children of dust! Scatter before the might of the Tuatha!
Those guys are assholes. But we'll get to them in a second. There's also a combo system. You just saw I did that uppercut swing,
Stay away!
which involves holding the mouse down and then pressing it again. So if you decide to go fighter, you got a little bit more action elements in it, more like a fighter type game. If you decide to go stealth, obviously you're going to want to sneak around. I like this better than Dragon Age Origins as far as Thief goes. It's a little more balanced power-wise, and obviously there's a magic route that you can go as well.
You! Up there! Please help me! Please!
And I kind of didn't remember the keys because I haven't played this in... Okay. I haven't played this since the trial, which was a while ago.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Now I'm just going to skip through this.
It worked! By the dome, it worked! You're alive!
Get some flavor text.
But your body... we must get you to Professor Hughes right away. Professor Formerus Hughes. The Tuatha are cutting these.
So basically, they want you to...
Keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going! Let me get this door.
They want you to...
We can be on our way.
Okay, I forgot about that guy. They want you to go and figure out how you died again. And when we get to that, you'll see me.
Come on! There's no time to waste! Move! Move!
I will be showing those cutscenes, just not the dialogue, because it's kind of boring. Alright, critical damage, critical hit damage. That's what I want. As a rogue, I want critical hit. Again, some more items. Gold. Random stuff inside boxes. Something new. Got it all. Okay. Get our inventory again. Armor. Yeah, I know. Nice, I'm getting all the crit damage stuff early on. Last game when I played it, I guess loot is random. That was the last time when I played the trial. They gave me all like defensive armor in the beginning.
This is what they're after. Our greatest invention. The Well of Souls. Imagine an end to war. An end to death.
Blew up the Well of Souls. Or they're attempting to. Again, you don't get as much storyline as you'd like in the trial, but that's the whole point. It's a trial, they don't want to reveal everything. This game plays a little bit like Fable as far as
We're in one of the stores.
your choices.
See if you can find anything useful.
The dungeons are kind of like Diablo 2-ish. And really, it's kind of like a single-player MMO, if that makes sense. As far as leveling, questing, things of that nature. He gave me healing potions. And I got some lockpicks. Those are also pretty good. But lockpicking looks fairly simple in this one compared to Fallout and the rest of them. It's a little easier to do. Break crates, get you. I like my critical greaves, so I'm not gonna use those. And we get a shield. And yes, you can dual wield shield and weapon. Oops. Did I pick it up? I guess I didn't.
Wait! Do you hear something?
Ah, man. Okay, it's under. There, it's under armor, that's why. Block with shift. Swing with the mouse. WASD. Yeah, that's if I want. But I don't. We're gonna spend more time dodging from experience.
Ready to fall.
That blood splatter was a critical. And you can interrupt.
That one had a bow. Get it?
Yeah, you can interrupt attacks by hitting them before they hit you. Alright. You can switch weapons with Q.
Oh, that longbow's bound to be useful.
Thanks.
Move! Move!
Okay, now he's all upset, I guess. Yeah. Stupid.
Archers up ahead. Best shoot them before they see us.
The longer you hold the button, the more damage it can do. So, not a real big fan of the bow. I could see how it could be powerful later on. But I prefer the daggers, which we'll be getting soon. If you guys like this, maybe I'll continue to record and show the entire game. It's up to how much, you know, how much feedback I get. I wouldn't mind doing an entire playthrough of this game. It's brand new to me. So it'd be blind for everybody. Mouse wheel also switches weapons.
I bet you're still groggy, but just
I
keep...
wish this guy would not
Move!
step in my way. Okay, those are tank pants. Again, mitigates damage, good for warriors.
Daggers are deadly if you catch an enemy unaware. Their speed
These
more
are
than
my
makes
favorite
up for their
weapons.
size.
So I'm just going to switch over to them. Personally, primary, I like the daggers. Secondary, I like the sword. Again, just me. I forget how to, I think it's Alt? No. Control is run.
More up ahead.
I forget.
If you can sneak up on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
I remember a tutorial last time. C? No. X? No. Oh, it is C, okay. So basically you got your Assassin's Creed mode, which always one of my favorites. And you do that. I can't tell if you gain more experience that way, or if you gain more the other way.
I bet you're still groggy, but just
Go
keep
away.
move. Move! We need to get you to Professor Hughes. Move! Move!
So, yeah, these guys, you'll be able to take one of them out with the daggers. At least in my experience, I was able to kill one.
Easily corrected. Look at the moment of burn and scatter.
And then I went for these last. Well, I didn't get the experience bonus for that, but we'll see how I do here.
Cave blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems. Incredible! What are you? How? Save your magic for when you need it.
Yeah, you get magic. Again, that's not horrible. I think they could have done it a little bit better. Spider experiments, always nice. So I guess you know what that means, huh? where there's experiments, there's gotta be enemies. Okay, nobody wants to watch me stealth around for hours. Not yet, anyway. There it is. Nope, he already saw me. Okay. And you can mix and match your skills. Staff. I really don't like the staff. I'm not a big fan of it at all. Again, does the normal fucking...
They've completely covered the tunnel. Maybe you can use that staff to
normal magic stuff. Shoot fireballs and blasts, whatever you want to call them. But it's necessary for this little tutorial area.
Spiders, burn them! Burn them!
I guess there is a reason to do this. Last time I just put them in baggies. You get an experience bonus from it. That's a good way to keep them at bay. So, all in all, not bad. Nope, you saw me already.
Hurry, get out of here!
Alright, so we did our first objective, which was to escape the Well of Souls. And up here, that's like your tutorial ending area.
Get away!
That was basically to get you accustomed.
He came out of the well.
You can talk to these people for more flavor
Their
text.
armor is thin, but we'll give you the speed to
And,
reach an enemy's throat.
there's some gear in here usually. If you want it, need it, whatever.
This is where we part ways. But take whatever you want from this armory. We might have a few things that would fit you. Just make sure you get to choose. We can hold off the Tuatha here.
Okay. Now, the 0.5%, obviously it's a convincing choice. It's not going to pass. As far as I know, I don't think I've ever been able to get it passed. But I'll try it again anyway, just for you guys.
There's nothing more
Yeah,
I can do
so-
except to stay, but this is the... With luck, I'll see you on the outside. If fate wills it. Simple cloth frees your body and mind. That's why mages prefer it.
Again, a bunch of flavor text. If you guys want to read it, you can buy the game yourself. That was random fun. Flavor stuff. It's always nice. Just goes into detail about what's happening in the well. Background story, flavor story, all that nice stuff. Okay. And if you read that tooltip, it said the hammer is an effective weapon for something or other. And I haven't been able to find a hammer yet. Then again, I only got through the first town into the second town, almost. Let you guys watch this.
You've made it, and look at you. Even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me. You must be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing, the Well
Sorry
of
about that.
Souls. the pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only
His
had the
first
time,
success.
there's so much we might learn from one another.
Okay, I don't really want to do all the flavor text.
where
I'd
are you
rather you
going?
guys find out.
No time for pleasantries. We've got to get you to safety.
I guess I have
Much
to talk to
explain, right?
that.
What's important
Or
is
talk
I
to
may
him
not
about
be able
that.
to save the well, but I can ensure that it's only.
Okay.
Yes, you're right. I've got my notes, but it's just that you. Fascinating, simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow. Yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what. Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha breached the lab! They're inside the
Oh snap.
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly!
It's time for me to escape.
Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
Little man can fight. And he can run, apparently. Look how dynamic this game is. Again, more tutorials for... Oh, shit. I don't remember that happening last. But, again... if you're nice... and you're lucky... you might be able to catch... someone off guard. Like this. See this person here. Tending to the dead. This is why we wait until after combat. Alright.
Get moving, you brute! Tear this tower apart!
Minor healing potion. Can't talk tonight. This is a pretty fun fight. Let me change my weapons real quick. Secondary to Rusty Longsword. Last time I had no problems dodging these attacks on him. Maybe they changed it for the final release, but it definitely wasn't like this the last time. Shouldn't have done that. So yeah, they start flipping out and then you can hit them a couple times. I guess I staggered him there. I definitely jumped sideways, but it didn't. So. Oops. keep jumping sideways and it's jumping back. So maybe there'll be a patch for that sometime soon. Also, there's combo systems. You gain more experience based on how many times you hit the button right there, and I failed again to hit the button enough times to give me more experience. But you also get items out of it, and yeah, as I just said, sage crafting, stuff like that. You can create items. Mapped out the healing. You know, all the good stuff most standard RPGs have nowadays. And this is the end of the tutorial, pretty much. Get out of here, and the real game starts. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If it looks like your cup of tea, I recommend to go out and buy it. If not, no, it's not for everyone. And take it easy.